Hi all, I'm here to show you today that I have this overgrown Sansivieria, which Sansivierias have been changed to be dracinea, but people still call it Sansivieria. So here I have this really pretty Sansivieria. When I bought it, they were all about this tall, about 4 or 5 inches tall, and I thought that's the max that they would grow, and they were really cute, and I still like them. And I don't believe that this is a Sansivieria Cylindrica or Fischerii. Cylindrica, I think, has like a rougher looking color, mottled looking, and this one's like quite green. So I feel like, and it's not as thick, so I feel like it is Sansivieria Fischerii, but I have no idea because in looking at the pictures they don't really help to identify it. But nonetheless, it's beautiful, and I really love this one and not the other ones that I've seen. So it's been growing out of hand. It is so tall. It's probably 2.5 feet tall, or 3 feet, reaching up to the, yeah, this one for sure is like about 3 feet. And they were flopping over, and I didn't think they would get this tall. So they were flopping over and just looking really unkempt. So the key when it comes to Sansivieria to propagate them is, the best way and number one way is by division. So you go down here and you break them apart. And so today I'm going to show you 3 ways to propagate the Sansivieria. The other 2 are I'm going to cut them, shorten the length of it, and just straight out pot it into some pots. Just stick them in the dirt and give it some water and leave it alone. And the third way is having a cutting and leaving it in water and watching the roots grow. So we shall check out all 3 methods and see which one is the best for this one, because as you can see, I tried not to water it too much, and some of the babies dried out and died, and then there are some new babies. So I'd like to have more of this to share with my sister, who is very fond of houseplants. So, and I believe that these are pretty sturdy and can be left outdoors too. So Sansivieria tend not to be very sensitive or fragile, shall we say. Okay, so here we go. So I have cut some of the tops off, and I cut them at a diagonal. Let me try to make it clearer. So that way, because they were kind of my longest ones, and I just inserted them directly into the soil, and it's going to be watered, and I'm going to kind of leave it alone a bit. And then I cut some of the tall ones to put directly in water for water propagation, direct soil propagation. And let me just show you a bit more. I'm going to cut a few more to put in that pot for soil propagation. Since I believe that these are a bit too tall, I'm gonna cut them a little shorter, so that way it doesn't take too much time for the water to go up, and so it'll spend more energy trying to make the roots. It'd be nice to have a sharp pruning shear, and I'm just going to put it directly into the soil. cut that in half. So I'm going to cut this in half at a diagonal on the bias. Oh boy. It does help to have a sharp instrument. So 1, 2, 3 are going to be directly in soil, and then some are going to be in the water, and I'll keep an eye on it. And now this one is going to be by direct division. So I'm going to try to take this out. Okay, so here it is. I pulled it out, and it has a pretty shallow root system, but then again, I had it in this tall pot, so it probably didn't have, it was just growing near the surface here. So what you do is you look in there for easily separatable bits, and you just stick it in. So now I'm going to have hopefully numerous plants to give away. Oh, so here. There it is. So I'm just going to stick that in there, stick that back in here. Let me get some more soil to fill this in. So now I'm just filling in the soil in the area where I had pulled out the plant, so it'll have more. So it will have more media to grow from. And then over there, this is the one that I split off, and it'll fill in really quick, so I'm not too worried about it that it looks sparse. And then those are gonna propagate directly in the soil, 1, 2, 3, and then that one will propagate in water, and I will keep track of it. I moved it over here where it's a little shady, because when you transplant or propagate new things, they don't need to be, they're gonna burn if they're in this direct sun. So over here it's going to get a little afternoon sun, and then it will get shade again. So let me just add a little bit more soil, and this one will be good to go. And this is the mother plant, and I can surely make more from it. So here's the mother plant. I just added more soil, filled it in, and the tallest one, I might cut a little more of it off, and I don't want to harm it too much. I do want it to grow straighter up, so that is how that goes, and I'll show you when it heals. It will do just fine. And then I moved it to this semi-shady spot because you don't want them in direct sun burning up right away. So here is the transplanted by division, and it will fill in quite easily, quite quickly, so I'm not worried about it. And this is 1, 2, and 3. I just cut them, and it's going to be propagated by direct soil method, directly into the soil, and try not to disturb it too much so the roots can grow. And then where I cut it, it's going to heal as well, and you want these kind of short so that it'll increase the chance of the roots forming. These already have the roots, the direct division. This is cutting it and propagating in soil, and then this is cutting it and propagating it in water. And these two shall heal, and we'll keep it we'll keep you up to date to see which ones grow the best roots or grow the best. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope you get yourself some of these beautiful Sansivieria as well.